Live from this baseball field in Cuba, New Mexico, it's Steve's Music Collection. Greetings, y'all. Welcome to another show. Decided to do another one outdoors, al fresca, as they say. Or I don't know who says that. You're going to hear, sorry about all this traffic noise. Maybe it wasn't a good idea to do this here. But I'm on this old, neglected, dilapidated baseball field here that doesn't look like it's been used in a long time. I'm still here in New Mexico working. We're getting ready to wrap things up and head back to Utah to finish out this job. But before we did, I decided to stop at another Alburquerque Goodwill and see if they got anything. And guess what? They did, or else we wouldn't be here filming this, would we? So let's take a look at what I got. 2015 brings us the Mountain Goats album, Beat the Champ. And I had a few songs by the Mountain Goats. I think I picked them up primarily from KEXP does like a song of the week, and they have free songs on, I guess, their iTunes account. Maybe you can get them through their website. I don't know. But I picked up a few songs from them by the Mountain Goats, and I really thought they were pretty good, but I never dove in and bought an album. I thought I did, but when I went home and looked, I didn't have any albums by them. So I saw this there at Goodwill and decided, well, let me try them out, and they're kind of like alternative, kind of got a little bit of a folk kind of twinge to them. And this album, I guess it's kind of like a concept record. I was reading the liner notes. It's all about, the main dude in this band. What's his name? John Darnielle, I guess it's pronounced. But he grew up into wrestling, like a lot of young kids do. And this whole album, I guess it's kind of like a nostalgic trip, just his memories of growing up and watching wrestling. And I think he mentioned something maybe about his stepdad being really into wrestling, or maybe even to be involved with wrestling, or grandfather or something. But so, kind of interesting concept record. And it starts off really strong. I thought the beginning of the album was pretty good, and then it kind of lost me, along the way. And again, all of these records that I'm showing you here, I mean, I've only given them like one listen, so, my opinion may change in the future. So it'd be, interesting just to kind of really sit down and really, really kind of get into this album and see, kind of see if we're following maybe some sort of story or whatever. But not bad, not bad pickup. Some of the tracks on here that I liked were The Legend of Chavo Guerrero, Foreign Object, and Choked Out. Now, if anything sounds like a song about wrestling, it must be Choked Out. But interesting pickup, not bad. Looking forward to giving this another listen and seeing what I think. 2005, some more Mountain Goats. This one is The Sunset Tree. Like I said, I had a few songs by the Mountain Goats, but no full records. And when I saw these there at Goodwill, I mean, obviously they must have belonged to the same person dumping their stuff at Goodwill. So I grabbed them. And this one's not bad. I mean, like I mentioned, the other album was all kind of a concept record, or just all about wrestling and stuff. And this one, although I don't think it's sort of like a concept record or anything, but a lot of the songs, if you're listening to the lyrics, you can really sort of get a vibe that this guy writes a lot of very kind of, or at least they seem very autobiographical, the lyrics, the songs. Which I'm sure, that's the case. It definitely has that kind of vibe to it. But again, this one was pretty good. I think I like this one a little bit more than Beat the Champ. Some of the tracks I liked on here were This Year, Dance Music, and Lion's Teeth was another one. So interesting. And again, like I said, I wasn't crazy about either one of these records on first listen. Maybe I'll change my opinion afterwards. But having no albums other than now these by the Mountain Goats, neither one of them made me really want to dive more and pick up other albums by them or anything. It just sort of feels like it's more of like a kind of cherry pick certain songs that you like by this band. I just wasn't crazy about either one of these albums, but again, who knows, maybe that'll change. 1998, we get Billy Bragg and Wilco and Mermaid Avenue. Now Billy Bragg and Wilco are two, a singer, a songwriter, and a band that I've heard their names mentioned or come across them many times, but really had nothing. I think I had like one or two songs by Wilco, nothing by Billy Bragg. But I've been aware of them for forever, you know, and well, not forever. I mean, that would be ridiculous. But you know, I've known about them since like the late '80s or early '90s or something. But just never sought them out or dug anything up by them necessarily. But so I saw this there and decided to pick it up. And you know, I'll tell you, I wouldn't be surprised if the same person who dropped off the Mountain Goats CDs also owned this one. You know, because it's very folk kind of rock, sort of similar vein, I guess. So the deal with this record is that Woody Guthrie's daughter had, you know, this collection of songs, lyrics that he had written, and decided to, I don't know if she reached out to Billy Bragg and Wilco to create music and record them, or vice versa. I'm not really sure, but that was the deal. So these songs are lyrics by Woody Guthrie that he had never got around to recording, I guess, and Billy Bragg and Wilco created the music for them. I don't know if they did anything else, any kind of arranging or changing anything, but that's the deal. And I'll tell you, it's really, really good. I really didn't know what I was gonna get here, and I really enjoyed this album. Like, you know, really catchy stuff. I mean, it's funny, as much as I like it and everything, but listening to this, knowing that these are songs Woody Guthrie wrote the lyrics to, but didn't create the music or anything like that, it makes you wonder, like, what would these have sounded like had Woody Guthrie recorded them and created the music? But anyways, it's really good. I like I said, I was really impressed, and I guess I was reading that there's like 3 volumes of this. This is Mermaid Avenue. Then there's a volume 2 and a volume 3 as well that came out later. But the songs that I really, really liked on this one were Walt Whitman's Niece, California Stars, Way Over Yonder in the Minor Key, Hoodoo Voodoo, Christ for President, and I Guess I Planted was the other one that I really liked. So I'm really looking forward to digging more into this album and listening to more. And who knows, maybe I'll look into possibly picking up the other volumes of this, you know, because like I said, this one really caught my ear. There's lyrics and stuff in here. I think Billy Bragg wrote a little thing about just the creation of this album. Nora Guthrie is Woody Guthrie's daughter, who it says here that she approached Billy Bragg about doing this, so that's how this panned out. At Mermaid Avenue, it's you know, kind of a famous street in Coney Island, in Brooklyn. I guess Woody Guthrie lived there, I don't know, for a certain period of his life, but hence the name of the album. But really cool, really like this one. I'm glad I grabbed this one. And that is it for Goodwill in Albuquerque. Picked up some good stuff in there. I have another video about some stuff that I grabbed in Albuquerque Goodwill another time. Thanks for watching. By all means, please let me know what you think of these CDs, especially the Mountain Goats. If there's some tracks on these albums that you really like, want to point out to me, I would really appreciate that. And we'll say goodbye from the baseball field here in Cuba, New Mexico. See you next time.